I need to talk about something, and that is Kanye West Crash Out. But first, here's the most insane timeline of a generation. This is Twitter today. You can scroll Twitter and literally see Elon Musk say, "I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man." Just deranged levels of glazing at this point. Slobbing the knob, constantly publicly prostrating himself for power. Then Kanye West, "I'm a Nazi." Just straight up. Straight up, Kanye West, "I'm a Nazi." That no dog whistle there. Just straight up, that's what he said. 25 million views, 157,000 likes. Then Trump, executive order, nothing to do with these two things. He's banning paper straws, bringing back plastic. Get on, Joe Biden. The country's saved. We got plastic straws. This got less likes than Kanye West is a Nazi. But still a healthy amount of likes, don't get me wrong. Then Kanye West responds again and says, "I turned down 3 photos this week with Make-A-Wish kids in wheelchairs." That's crazy. Although probably for the best, right? Probably for the best. Do you really want to Make-A-Wish kid next to the guy as he's posting this tweet? This is 7 hours ago, this is 8 hours ago. Maybe he's just distancing himself from the kids. Then Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports said, "Uh-oh, Davey learned how to trade shitcoin and is already up 1,000,000,000% on my first one." Which is, again, just getting more Barstool fans into shitcoin buying. And this is our country. This is like the 2 most powerful people in the country right now. The most liked from a musician in the past month. This is the podcast world that, yeah, it's crazy. Okay, let's talk about Kanye West. I haven't even watched I haven't read all of his posts. We only saw those 2. But apparently he has been crashing out. Like, just an endless amount of insane tweets. Content warning, he says some vile shit. I don't even know all of it, but it's vile, dude. He's on a tirade. Oh my God, this goes on. We're gonna go through it. I heard about this because I saw it and I hit my subreddits. It was like from R Kanye and they're like, "I'm done." Dude, it was so funny. So I'm reading R Kanye and they're like, "I'm finally done," which they say every 3 months, by the way, then they come back. But you know that Brita scene, which is like, "I could excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty." It was like that, where they're like, "Listen, I could have excused the Nazi stuff, but then he said he likes Diddy." And I can't, that's where I draw the line. And it's like, bro, I'm with you. The Diddy stuff's also bad, but we just got it. So anyway, let's go into what he said. Let's see. Wait, is this where it stops? "I don't give it. I say where I stand, and if you can't stand it, fuck you. I'm not gentle, I'm king. Now bitch amongst yourselves. If I lost everything again, tonight was worth it. I can die after this. I tour for the money." Okay. Yeah, I like this one. "I tour for the money. I'd rather be playing Last of Us Part 1 and 2, which was made by Jewish people. Good job, thank you." I liked it. I thought he was reaching out as an olive branch. First of all, they're great games. I think Last of Us 2, widely overhated. It was a great game. He deleted some of it, so we're missing some parts. Then "I turned down 3 photos this week with Make-A-Wish kids in wheelchairs. I don't take photos except for when I take photos." Some of it got deleted then because there was more here. I don't even remember it all. You know the only thing worse than for money? For free. What does that mean? No, that's not bars. What does that mean? The only thing worse than being a prostitute is having consensual sex. Prostitution is the only moral form of sex. Maybe he's just like a super hardcore market-based solutions person, you know? There needs to be a transaction. Virgil. Isn't that guy that died? The designer that died? Yeah, he's the one that did Off-White. "This dude that worked for me said he was uncomfortable with my wife's Grammy look." His wife went to the Grammys completely naked, by the way. "Fired and blocked. It's more people looking for work than there are people giving work." Not wrong? Well, it is kind of wrong, to be honest, to have your wife show up completely naked, 100% naked, to a public event where there's children present, by the way. And then if someone says, "I'm comfortable with that," you fire them. "I love Hitler. Now what, bitches? Let's see if y'all give that money back. I'm a Nazi." I shouldn't be. To be clear, for the Clips channel, I'm reading off of prepared statements from Kanye West. "No rich dude is truly funny. Being funny is for broke dudes who want to distract you from the fact that they broke and trying to get bitches to fuck for free." He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. That's kind of funny. So I think he's just proving his own point. "Visibility limited. This from the dude with the pink polo to all you." Jesus Christ. I'll say gay. Gay ass rap dudes that ever come out of your mouth sideways. I'm the Don. Yay over everything and everyone. Go to your day job and talk shit about me, but always remember you're broke and you have a boss and you have to suck your boss's dick for a living pussy. Stop reading, you're gonna slip. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy to not say it. It's actually pretty easy. My brain can just recognize the words I don't want to say that I don't read them, bro. You let that thing ring in the shower? I don't, dude. I sing along to We Gonna Be All Right, and I say, dudes. I say they respectfully will be all right, and I'm an ally. That's what I say. Okay, sorry. So is there a problem? Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest crash out of all time, absolute cinema. Bro does seem to be crashing out. All you broke ass dudes, bitches, honkies, Jews, it's whatever. This is also limited. All white people are racist. I'm gonna disagree, but he's making such a compelling argument. No. Dude, 95% of the people spitting fire right now in my chat are white. You guys are like our hip hop heads, dude. Honkies, dude. Shut the fuck up. Self-reporting ass. What's this? Oh God, I'm afraid when there's a few more. Jewish people actually hate white people and use black people. Yay, do you need a hug, dog, from Santa? That's enough, Mr. West. Please, no more today. Elon stole my Nazi swag at the inauguration. Yo, my guy, get your own third rail. Rail spelled wrong. Dude, can you imagine going back to like 2014? Go back to when Iron Man 2 came out and be like, hey, in 10 years, Kanye West and Elon Musk are going to be arguing on Twitter over who's the most Nazi. What the fuck world are we in? That's wild. There's so many left. I'm trying. One thing about being God on earth is you constantly have to forgive every human. I don't feel like you're doing that. I will say nothing bad or against China. That's the one. That's the one thing you can't touch, dude. That's where the merch is made. You know what? Bro, you want to say one thing that'll get you in trouble? If he tweets Taiwan is a country, free Taiwan, I would like to see that. Now, if he's doing this whole I'm brave, I'll tweet whatever the hell I want, you can't stop me. Tweet that, dude. Let me see you tweet that and see what happens. If you see anyone around me, know they are providing a service. Friends are for kids. That's so sad. What a crash out, dude. That's such a sad thing to say in the middle of your Nazi rant. I hate the way rappers dress. Grown-ass men in dumbass fur hats and shit. F is wrong with you? I feel like Kanye West is wearing a fur hat. This was not hard to find. Oklahoma tweet? Let's see. No way, that's not real, is it? That's not real. It's probably AI, I can't tell. It looks wrong. Ain't nobody ramped up either. I'm calm as ice. This how I really feel, how I really felt, and how I'll always feel. F all of your ass unfair business deals. It's also about Jewish people. That's crazy. Any Jewish person that does business with me needs to know I don't like or trust any Jewish person, and this is completely sober with no Hennessy. That's crazy. People make all that money with a coin. Is that cash or concept? Okay, he's spitting with that one. Some of my best friends are Jewish, and I don't trust any of them. Dude, it's just crazy. This is like just openly anti-Semitic screed. It's crazy. This is crazy. I mean, this is wild. Also, I thought he had no friends. There are 3 theirs. That's some honky shit. I don't got time to be figuring that shit out when I tweet. There's nothing whiter than English itself. Dudes who speak perfect English be broke. Schools and religions are made to control and limit critical and entrepreneurial lowercase thinking. I think he copy-pasted this because he couldn't spell it. Bro, definitely copy-pasted it because he couldn't spell it. 100%. Bro, you know what's so funny is, you know, all these tweets are lunatic ravings of a man off the galaxy gas. But even after all of this, if he put out a banger album, he'd be fine because that's the way our world works. But he won't. But he won't. He has there's no good music in there anymore, dude. It's just washed. I stood up for Puff and I'm still winning 20 Grammys next year and doing the Super Bowl. I'll take the under. I'll take the under on that. If anyone wants to give me a bet, I'll take the under. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Give me odds. What odds you want, Quack? Let's say 3 Grammys. 3 Grammys in the Super Bowl, you win. Otherwise, I win. I put up $1, you pay out $1K. 1,000 to 1. Give me $10. Easy clap, dude. Easy clap. I'm not gonna like this tweet, but I am gonna bookmark it. I am gonna bookmark it. Easy clap. Clip this. Thanks for the $10, Quack. Coming out of your paycheck, by the way. Easy clap. Elon, they kicked me off Instagram. So happy you bought X. Is he not even banned? He's just logged out. That's crazy. Because you know Zuckerberg's not gonna ban him. Zuckerberg's doing his whole I hate the woke mind virus. I'm trying to get on the good. No one's gonna ban him. This shit isn't even like counterculture anymore. This is, dude, we should talk about this. This is actually a little bit more relevant. One of those 22-year-old staffers of Elon's for Doge, this guy on the right, he's 25. I'm sorry, he's 25. They found his posts. They're not from long ago. They're from like July of last year. But he said, you could not pay me to marry outside of my ethnicity, normalize Indian hate. Just for the record, I was racist before it was cool. I want a eugenic immigration policy. Is that too much to ask? All right, so this dude's 25. I think old enough to know that's vile shit to say. So he got fired, or he got, you know, he had to like resign. Now there's this whole stink of bringing him back. Elon said he's not going to be fired. They're bringing him back. And I figured Elon would stand up for him. He's Elon's employee and Elon doesn't give a shit about this stuff. But then, you know, JD Vance chimed in and said, you know, obviously I disagree with some of his posts, but I don't think stupid social media activity should ruin a kid's life. We shouldn't reward journalists trying to people ever. So I say bring him back. If he's a bad dude or a terrible member of the team, fire for that. It's like, it's not from 10 years ago. It's from July of last year when he was 24. Some of it was from 2 months ago. It's pretty recent. You have an Indian wife. You have Indian children. I don't know. I just think I think JD Vance is such a spineless dude. Like if your kid was working with this guy and he was saying normalize Indian hate, you wouldn't think that's possibly, again, on like a broader zoomed out macro level, I agree. Here's an example that's gonna give you some controversy. I don't think Mizkif is a racist. Mizkif said some edgy words 10 years ago or whatever, but I've met the guy. I don't think Mizkif's a racist, bro. I think it's just him being edgy saying words. If that is something that's like, okay, years ago, I apologize, whatever. If you don't apologize, you said it less than a year ago, and it's not like edgy words, like statements on, I think we should normalize Indian hate, and you're working in the government, it's different. Dude, if he's like, dude, I'm sorry, I was younger, I was caught, like he didn't say any of that. He didn't apologize. So which means he still believes it and he wasn't even punished. He's been rewarded. He's got the vice president of the United States defending him. JD Vance has said the exact opposite of this before he was in power. It just feels so spineless, bro. It feels like everyone's like, and especially if you have your wife, dude, I feel like that's so wild. I don't know how this guy looks his wife in the face and he's like, yeah, I hardcore defended a guy working for me who said normalize Indian hate. Check out what Lex Friedman said. Oh, God. I don't want to, but I will. Let's forgive each other for saying stupid shit sometimes. More grace, less hate. Bro, it's like, it's crazy. I'm not a woke scold here, bro. People can say stupid shit. This is just like a government employee saying we want eugenic immigration policy and then not apologizing. So it's not even like, not even saying it was stupid. Yeah, to forgive, one must apologize. It's crazy. This is what I've been talking about. This is my whole thesis that I've realized. I'm building this universal thesis of why I feel like everyone is just checking out. People on both sides of the political spectrum, by the way, are just sorely checking out. It's because there's no consequences for anything. We're now completely consequence-free society, especially if you have any sort of power. And so nobody cares. Like there's no reason to do anything. Like not nobody, but most people are not as religious as we used to be. Religion's definitely had a huge downturn. And I think back in the day for average people, maybe it was religion that would be like, I'm going to do good because I believe in God and I want to. But now that religion is no longer a big force in a lot of Americans' lives, what outside of like the most direct enforcement of the law, which happens to only a few people, especially not anybody rich, there's nobody has any reason to like follow SEC guidelines and not scam people. Nobody has any reason to, you know, try to at least put on a face of kindness to other people. There's no consequence for anything. Nobody gets any accountability. This guy thinks open racism is bad. This guy has gone woke. California's living him up. It's crazy because I've covered a lot of this stuff for years now. I never say shit like, that's so racist. This guy's a Nazi. That's not because it's not true sometimes, but it's because I am well aware that strategy has never worked. Ever! and some of you in chat are gonna keep trying it. It's never worked once. It's never convinced somebody, it's never done anything. But in this case, I'm reading this guy's post and it's like, can't we all just agree that's, that's racist? It's not like, oh, everything's racist now. Like, that's just a racist statement. He said, normalize Indian hate. We should have a eugenic immigration policy. Local or we. I feel like I'm crashing out a bit. It's just, there's almost no point. When you bring it up, like no one, I don't know.